Hello, social media friends. I'm Viridiana Marquez with DRB Media Communications Digital News, and Danny Barrera has the story.
The Gaven Norris Law Office recently hosted a Meet the Candidates Forum at the Woodson Park Community Center. The forum focused on the candidates running for Ector County Justice of the Peace Precinct 4 and Ector County Commissioner Precinct 4. The incumbent Ector County Commissioner Precinct 4, Armando Rodriguez, did not attend the forum, giving more time to Savannah Morales, a candidate for the Ector County Commissioner Precinct 4, to present her goals to the residents attending the forum.
I thought the candidates performed well and provided some substance and something for people to take home and consider who they want to vote for. Armando Rodriguez wasn't here. He's invited. He has the answer to that to the people. And I think when you are entrusted with the public's confidence to elect you, I think you need to show up when they ask you to show up. Maybe that's part of being in office too long, but hopefully the young lady who's here, she brings a fresh face, and maybe what she said connects with some people enough for them to vote for her into office, elect her into office.
Ector County Justice of the Peace Precinct 4 featured 3 candidates running for the open seat: Jesse Porras, Alfred Littleton, and Elizabeth Baeza, a deputy with the Ector County Sheriff's Office in the Civil Division with the most experience.
You really get to see who the candidates are and what their platforms are. You have 2 candidates that don't have any experience, which could be very beneficial to the position or hurtful. You have another person that has a lot of experience, but because of her law enforcement background, may hinder her from and scare folks within the community. But regardless, I think folks are excited about the change, excited about the candidates that we have, and hopefully, as you said, they have enough information to go to the polls and make an educated vote.
32-year-old Luke Warford is a Democratic candidate running for Texas Railroad Commission, outlined his platform that included the Texas power grid.
So we've seen progress on the electric side, which is what ERCOT oversees, but we haven't seen meaningful progress on the Railroad Commission side. The Railroad Commission has been sitting back and waiting and seeing, and what we need is somebody on the Texas Railroad Commission who's going to take an active role. That was a major crisis last year, and they haven't responded with the weight and the responsibility of that crisis.
Luke Warford addressed the earthquakes that are occurring around the Permian Basin, causing concern with residents.
And I've heard from folks across the area about the amount of property damage that has happened to their houses because of some of these earthquakes. And it's similar to, in some ways, what happened during the storm last year, where there were huge amounts of property damage. And it's property damage that people can't necessarily afford to fix, right? An unexpected $5,000 or $10,000 expense is really significant for people. And so what I can tell constituents is that when I'm on the Texas Railroad Commission, I'm going to do everything I can to try to keep people safe, to ensure that Texans don't have to worry about whether or not there's going to be another earthquake and they're going to have a $10,000 bill that they have to pay and can't afford.
So what I think should happen is listening to concerns of people, especially out in Gardendale, where they're experiencing 2, 3, even 4 on the Richter scale, a magnitude earthquake, and assessing that can anything be done, and if something can be done, then doing so. I'm not in a position to make those kinds of calls. That's why I presented the question to the Railroad Commissioner running for office. But I do think there's some ground we can, meet at.
Early voting started February 14th and will run through February 25th, 2022. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, Danny Barrera.
Thank you for following us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and also at DRB Media Communications Digital News.tv. And for DRB Media Communications Digital News, Viridiana Marquez.